She is a recipient of various global awards. I invite you to now listen to the message of Dr. Amina Mohammed, GCON, on security and development.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a real honor to address you today on this momentous occasion as we gather to celebrate the inauguration of President-elect His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the government and to the people of Nigeria for yet another peaceful transition of power. This is a testament to the consolidation of democracy, peace, stability, and development in our great nation. I would also like to extend my congratulations to all the newly elected and re-elected officials. May you be guided by clarity of thought and unwavering determination to serve our people with the utmost dedication. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we are at an inflection point. Our world is facing a series of interlocking threats, security challenges, and cascading crises in food, energy, and finance that are magnified by the growing impacts of climate change. 1/4 of humanity resides in conflict-affected areas, and as of mid-2022, over 100 million individuals have been forcibly displaced worldwide. The devastating effects of violence have not only impacted those directly involved in armed conflicts, but have reverberated throughout societies. And in our modern era, incidents involving malicious uses of digital technologies by state and non-state actors pose unique challenges and threats, impacting our security landscape and the well-being of individuals and nations. We are witnessing a rising tide of inequalities in finance, trade, and technology, both within and among nations. And the COVID-19 pandemic has exacerbated income inequality on a global and local scale, widening the gap between nations and societies. Moreover, our continent is disproportionately bearing the brunt of a climate crisis it did not create. The unequal suffering resulting from the effects of climate change represents one of the most profound injustices in our world today. And Nigeria itself faces a myriad of security challenges across various regions. Intercommunal tensions, farmer-herder conflicts, organized armed conflict, and terrorism continue to threaten the northern and middle belt regions, while separatist agitation and the militancy menace in the southeast and south-south are a challenge. These security challenges impede progress and development in various sectors, and I commend the government of Nigeria and its armed forces for its national and sub-regional efforts to address these complex challenges. This is the moment for us to come together, united in our determination to address these multifaceted challenges. We must find local solutions to our national problems. We must foster international cooperation and Nigerian leadership, strengthen our collective resolve, and embark on a pathway that champions inclusivity, equity, and sustainable development. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, sustainable development stands as humanity's most effective tool for prevention. It is the only way to address the underlying drivers of conflict and fragility. This is the security development nexus in action. In practice, this means inclusive, people-centered development solutions that address grievances, consolidate peace dividends, and build resilient communities where justice and dignity are our watchwords. It means leaving no one behind. It means delivering more under the United Nations Agenda 2030 and the Sustainable Development Goals, and the African Union's Agenda 2063, which provide a framing for investing in the nexus. By creating decent jobs, particularly for youth and women, we empower individuals to live dignified lives and reduce the risk of social unrest and strengthen social cohesion. By bridging the digital divide and investing in new technology, we enable connectivity, drive economic growth, and create new possibilities for working together. Infrastructure development, implemented with a conflict-sensitive approach, will open up new opportunities for cooperation and foster the type of subnational integration that enhances economic empowerment against unexpected shocks. And by transforming our education system, we can equip future generations to fully participate in modern economies and to meet the demands of our fast-changing nation and world. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to propose 4 key elements which can catalyze accelerated sustainable development that addresses the underlying drivers of insecurity when they are present together. First, we need a strong policy environment that transcends disciplines. This means policies that integrate all sectors, from security to humanitarian to development. It means designing measures that address the more profound structural causes of insecurity while also meeting urgent humanitarian needs and remaining acutely mindful of ongoing conflict dynamics. Investing in local economies across food security, energy access, and digital connectivity is key. Second, we need strong institutions. This means institutions that are built to last, ensure the rule of law, and provide a framework for a just and equitable society. Institutions that create an environment where citizens' rights are protected and deliver essential services to the people, such as education, healthcare, infrastructure, and social welfare. This means partnerships, collaboration, and joint planning across all levels of government. Local and state governments are essential players in this regard, given their closeness to the people and their constitutional responsibilities. Third, people. We must invest in our people, and our leaders at all levels, government, community, business, traditional fathers, must all be at the table. A transformational education sector will also be crucial. The knowledge and skill set needed for nation building evolve at pace. This includes women and youth. 70% of Nigerians are under 30. Girls under 30 alone comprise nearly 1/3 of the total population. Women and youth bear the most significant toll from conflict, yet they're rarely given a seat at the mediation table. This is despite the fact that we know from experience and from independent research that pathways to peace are always involve women and young people. Finally, these 3 elements, policies, institutions, and people, are only effective if combined with sound investments and accountability mechanisms. Recourse to justice, effective criminal justice systems, and transparent governance of resources are all required for sustainable development to meaningfully address the root causes of violence. Sustainable development will never address the root causes of violence without recourse to justice. And for this, we must invest in people and supplies that deliver on the rule of law. In the words of Secretary General Guterres, from the smallest village to the global stage, the rule of law is all that stands between peace and stability. SDG 16 is our compass in this regard, and its fulfillment has ripple effects throughout all SDGs. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the existential threats of our time, from climate change to the threat of nuclear conflict, underscore the importance of multilateralism. No one nation can defend itself against these threats entirely on its own. Nations working together can achieve things that are beyond what even the most powerful state can accomplish itself. And that is why the United Nations was created. It is what we do. Convene for peace and give hope in times of cascading crises. The United Nations needs Nigeria and strong African voices to rise up, speak on the global stage, and double down on the multilateral solutions that meet the immense challenges of our time. The global narrative must be one that is shaped by all of us and not just by a few. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the latest peaceful democratic transition of power is yet more proof that Nigeria is better together. Our deepening democracy is consolidating the foundations of a prosperous future together. Your responsibility as leaders of this great nation is to continue this trajectory and to guide the people of Nigeria along inclusive pathways of peace and development that leave absolutely no one behind. It is time to be humbled by the weight of this responsibility for over 220 million Nigerians. And we at the United Nations are committed to helping you achieve a peaceful and prosperous Nigeria where all Nigerians will thrive. I thank you.
Your Excellencies,